Hey everybody, Brandon Railway 6920 here. I'm going to do an update of the N scale layout. The big one. I've got it spun around so I can do some more work over here on this portion. I have a lot of plastering to do, and as you can see, the backside has my access panel to the siding and the two main lines that are in the tunnel, so I can clean that and everything. You can see 5 power packs hooked up to the bottom. Right now, that's how it's getting its power, with the exception of main lines 1 and 2. Everything is hooked up. So go ahead and do a little bit of a closer look for you guys. Bear with me, my hands are shaky because I was just trying to fix a light here in the apartment and realized I'm just a bit too short, and I'm like the tallest person I know. Anyhow, I got some cars on here just for show. I got the little road that will wind from here around, cross the bridge there, and then it'll wind around here and down to the little factory and the roundhouse. Nice little bridge that I installed, pretty solid. Got a little bit of sanding and stuff to do to that. I got another bridge back here, very nice and solid. I can derail a train just by shaking that. Turntable is in, caboose track is in. The 6 tracks at the roundhouse are in. The only reason there's a caboose behind that little steam engine is because there's not quite enough room for it on the caboose track. Plus, that goes with it. It's part of the Rapido set. As you can see. Oh, get my finger out of the way there. There's that. I've got the turntable to where it's ready to get power hooked up to it. It is a bit picky because it's actually a bit tight on some of the tracks at the turntable or at the roundhouse. You can see just a bit tight there. So just a little bit of shaving will get that. There's going to be like safety first or something in lettering on both sides of the, there it goes, both sides of the decking or whatever you want to call it. And then there's the station, a few cars back there, more road that's going to go in. And then when I finally get a burr up my butt to do it, the road will come down here, cross, back up, around. There will be a bridge here. Or no, it'll go down and cross. Can't bridge it because it'll derail the train. It'll stop the train. So it'll come across there and then bridge here back to the barn over the river. A few more cars on the track just for show. Another bridge up here for the country road that will snake through up here. Like I said, a little bit more plastering to do from here on over. And then I might do some on the back side of the foam. I might not. Just depends on what kind of a burr up my butt I get. Because really don't need to. It would be nice to, but I really don't need to. Because that side is, well, I guess it will be visible at the show, so it probably needs to have some plaster done to it. But if I do, I'm never really going to be able to cover the access portal, which I would like to do to completely black out the tunnel. But if I do that, I can't access any derailments or anything, so I'm not quite sure how the backside is going to get done, but it will get done with something eventually before it goes to a show, I guess. So like I said, here's the quick update of the layout. I tried using some of the Smooth It to make the road. That turned out real crappy, grainy, had to throw that out. So, of course, it was also my first attempt at making roads with that stuff, so I'm not quite sure, but I do know that I will be making little roads to go on here um, in certain areas. I'm not quite certain how I'm doing the road up here, but I know it will get done. And then it's kind of hard to see because there's a lack of light, but I did add 4 rail crossings. You got the siding, main line 1, main line 2, and your passenger area, where I added rail crossings, which will have a road that goes between each one. And it'll come down through here to the passenger station, where there will be a few little parking lot areas and stuff. And then it comes back up here, forks down to there where there's a rail crossing for a little maintenance area for inspection crews and stuff. And then, like I said, it'll come back across here. I'm really good at using sand and ballast to make roads. So ultimately, that's probably what I will wind up doing. And then, like I said, you got the rock wall there where the waterfall is going to come down and through. I'm not quite sure yet how I'm doing the river here. This track might get ripped up and redone with a little bit of a grade. And if I do that, I can run the river under the train, which would be cool. Because then I could bring the road right across here. It would actually be flat. I could bring the road right across, and then the road would only have to cross the river here, and then the train can cross the river or make it look like a little culvert. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but it will get done before it goes to a show. So anyhow, thought I'd give you guys a quick update of what this looks like, what I've been able to get done for the past couple of days. Not a whole lot since the previous video that I put on Facebook. Or not Facebook, YouTube. So, like I said, not a lot more has gotten done. But one thing I did want to show you guys. Here's a 1/4 inch by 14 inch cut that was on the board. I don't know why they cut it like that, but they did. And I fixed it because this is the back side. This is the side that the public does not see. So I fixed that by just overlapping the foam flush here, but it overhangs here to hide that from the view. And then over here was a 2 inch by 3 inch cut that I overhung. And if I do a backdrop or whatever I do, it's not going to be noticeable now because you can see it looks like it's a perfectly shaped door or rectangle, whatever you want to call it. So that's how I fixed those 2 issues. I would like to motorize the turntable, but I don't think there's gearage or anything to do that underneath. But we will find out eventually. So anyhow, if anybody has questions, comments, suggestions, like I've said before, anything is appreciated. So this is my update for the end scale, the big end scale layout. It is 36 inches by 80, so 3 foot by 6 plus a little bit. Anyhow, questions, comments, any suggestions are appreciated. And I will have more videos to put up when I get more stuff done. My sister and I will be doing a lot with this this evening. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get a lot done. There is a third little thing right there where the bridge kind of goes over top of it. So like I said, there will be a lot of painting that gets done tonight. And some road work, or initial road work. So there might be a video tomorrow. Or, let's see, tomorrow's Monday. should be another video by Wednesday of some major updates.